Welcome to Dead Mums Club. This is our 8th podcast.
8.
Can you actually believe that?
No.
8 weeks committed in a row. Here we go. Oh my God, I'm a poet and I just didn't know it.
Didn't know it. Oh my
Didn't know
God.
it. But welcome. You are here with Monique and
Georgie.
This week we've got a few juicy topics, okay? But before we kick off with any of that, I want to know, girl, how's your week been? Because we had a little chat yesterday and we didn't have an actual chat. It was a different kind of chat, and let's debrief.
Let's debrief. Let's analyze this shit.
Yeah, because that's what we fucking do best. We're deep thinkers, we've got deep hearts, and we need to break this down because shit got real and shit got heated. But before
Very
that,
fast.
come at me, show me some love, tell me your week. I want to know what's going on with you.
Okay, so last time I spoke to you was Thursday, properly.
Yeah.
And then Friday, we went to Hobbledown Heath, which is a really great adventure park. And we went with like one of my friends. Her kids the exact same age as Freddie and Rhys, my friend's son who's the same age as him, and they like to have a bit of rough and tumble, as Freddie does with everybody. He ends up having a scrape all down the side of his face. He was fine, we got over it, moved on. We carried on for the rest of like the day, and then we went through like a lemur enclosure, like a walkthrough. Freddie was then playing with like his friend after, and I was walking towards him with Rhys in the pushchair, and it was like a gravelled floor, and he slipped. And when I tell you, his head bounced off of the fucking floor. And he looks up and there was no sound. And I was like, fuck, I literally just abandoned the pushchair and just ran to him. He had like an egg on the side of his fucking head. His arm was bleeding. His knee was bleeding. He was inconsolable. So I just picked him up and I put him on top of a bin. And I was trying to like calm him down. I was like, I need to get you some ice. We need to get something on this fucking head because it was bleeding. It was massive. And I was like, oh, babes, what should we do? I was like, do you want to go home? He was like, no, oh, my head hurts. And I was like, okay, mummy's making the call. We've got to go.
Yeah.
And inside I was like, oh my fucking God. And he was like, I feel sick. And I was like, oh shit. I know. So he didn't want to walk. And I don't know why I didn't think of it first, but I was like, right, I need to ninja warrior this. So I had the pushchair, the bags. Like, Freddie, you sit in the fucking pushchair, and Rhys, I'll carry you.
Yeah,
where we can walk. Like, why am I holding the fucking 30-kilogram child?
I was gonna say, like, remember at Christmas time when I tried to do a little aeroplane with Freddie? Like, this boy is an absolute brick. So
he is dense.
Dense is a good word.
He's dense.
Okay.
So yeah,
you used your common sense. Yeah.
Eventually, we got in the car. We got home. He was okay, but I hate big head injuries. They always really freak me out. And then because he was like, oh, I feel sick, I was like, oh,
concussion.
I have to fucking check your breathing every 5 minutes. So I didn't sleep. We were just getting to the end of half term. Like, Freddie was getting like really irritable. Back to school Monday, and he's been getting slowly ill. Rhys has been getting slowly ill, which obviously potty training is huge. We're on full bribe territory, like we were with Freddie. Like, if you have like every day that you have a fully day, no accidents, we'll buy you a present. We haven't had to buy him anything just yet. So we've had shit everywhere. Yeah, Freddie last night was coughing, spluttering, throwing up. Rhys is really needy, so he's going to be ill. I obviously woke up with hardly any voice this morning.
When you voice noted me, I was like, who are you and what have you done with Georgie? Like, give her phone back.
And Dale was like,
different.
Dale was like, you can't do, like, you need to use your voice for your podcast. And I was like, it's fine. I need to get up. I need to have a shower. I need to have a coffee. I need to have a lem sip. I need to cough it out of me, like, clear the airways. And I'm going to suffer for it tomorrow, but it's fine. You know, we are committed and we're doing it. And obviously yesterday we had our chat, and now
my heart just had a literal flutter then, because that was intense.
And we will talk about that after we talk about you. How's your week been?
Okay, but firstly, like, is Freddie's head okay?
Head's fine. He's fine. Other than, obviously, now I'm sure it's a chest infection.
Okay.
Oh God, my fucking ear. Obviously,
yes.
I have my helix pierce, which I pierced myself in November. And
can we just like specify this is not your skills, because you done mine too, and mine's absolutely fine. It is not infected.
And it's been 6 months, and most of the time it's absolutely fine. And maybe I'm better doing it drunk, because when I did yours, I was
We were
drunk
pretty drunk.
on Boxing Day. But
That's
I
one of
think,
my favorite videos that I've got. It's literally us just on the. I've got my phone here. Georgie's there, like, are you sure? I'm like, fucking do it. And then she literally, with an almighty force, just. I was shocked. I did not know how to respond. But it was clearly a lot better than what you've done with your ear.
well,
So,
obviously
okay.
doing my own, I kept on passing out, didn't I? So Dell had to do it.
Sake.
And then I had the wrong size needle, so I had to redo it with a bigger needle. Then the thing fell out. Anyway, so it's been fine, and like it is fine. And then I get hit over the head by a small child. Like he wants to be inside my skin,
Yeah.
and it got knocked so badly. And I actually think it was Friday when I was ninja worrying Freddie and Rhys, and I think my ear just got really knocked. And so there was a horrendous infection this week. And so I'm also taking fluxacillin, which is a savage antibiotic. And I think that's probably why I'm feeling a bit run down. But yeah, other than that, everything's fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, weekend I had with the kiddies. Oh, so Saturday we went to the indoor skydiving
Oh yeah. How was
place.
it?
It was incredible. We went to the one in Basingstoke. It's called iFLY. We got there. I met my auntie and my niece, and it was me and my two kids, and we all done it together. Not my auntie. There's like a screen on the other side. It's like a whole window circle, and everyone that is waiting can sit and watch you whilst you do it. So you don't have to pay for the videos or the pictures, which I think is really fucking good.
Yeah.
So we get there, we get our costumes on, we get all kitted out. My auntie pre-prepared this with the kids before, and then they had a fucking electric cutout. What's it called?
Uh, Blackout.
Power cut. That's fucking hilarious.
Fuck's sake.
But they had a power cut, so this is why we were able to go back and do it again. Madison was quite nervous. She wanted to go in, but she definitely didn't want to do a fly up and down. That scared her a bit. But we went for it. We went in there, and Marshall straight away was like, take me up. And he went flying up, this tiny little figure with his cheeks going everywhere. He's just like floating.
Video.
I'm getting to this.
Oh no.
He gets up, he's flying up and down, he's having the time of his life. Everyone's cheering him on. Obviously, he's 5, he's the youngest one there, and he was fearless. Melia goes in. I thought she was a bit more timid. Nah, she's like, take me up. She did it. She was having the time of her life. This little dainty feather just floating. I went in. Obviously, I was a fucking pro. Like, debrief told me, you're a natural. I was like, give me a job then. Like, obviously.
Yeah. I'll be a skydiver, fine.
Exactly. Madison, she had one go, then she went in, and she was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go up. So she did it, and I'm so proud of her.
She must have felt so good after.
Oh, yeah. She was absolutely buzzing. So my auntie's there. She's like this with her phone. She's like, got it. I'm like, yay, special memories forever. You know what I'm like with a picture. You're the same. Anyway, we get out and she's like, Mon, have a look. I'm like, yes, I'm dying to have a look because it goes so fucking high and it's so fun. Anyway, not one video.
You didn't press record.
I love my auntie, but fuck me. She can't take a video.
Oh my God.
We got some cute pictures, and do you know what? That'll do. So yeah, that was Saturday.
Good.
That was so much fun. Week's been great here and there, obviously, between their dad and I. And then on Tuesday, where we had hardly been home, I hadn't done the washing up, and I don't have a dishwasher anymore. And the washing up piled up so bad that we had nothing fucking left. Okay, I need to get some paper plates because I just give up with washing up. I hate it. Anyway, I picked the kids up from school on Tuesday and I was like, right, guys, they are always asking, Mummy, I want jobs. I want some pocket money. And I'm like, guys, you're kids. No, we're not there yet. But I thought, no, do you know what? There's 2 jobs I fucking hate. And that is drying up after I've just done the washing up and then putting the clothes away when I've already fucking washed them. So I was like, got them in the car. I was like, right, we're going home. I'm doing the washing up. You guys are doing the drying up. And then I'm folding up the washing and you're going to put them away. And at the end of every week, I'm going to give you £1. I was like, but if you fucking moan, I didn't swear, but obviously with me and my sassiness, like, if you fucking whinge or moan or complain about it, I'm deducting 10p.
You tight bitch.
They were absolutely buzzing off their tits. They're like, listen, they're 7 and 5. I need to work up. Like, when they get to whatever age where they're expecting actual I don't want to already be at £10 and then be like, oh, okay, £20 a week. No, bitch. You get £1, okay?
What
So
can you
anyway,
buy for £1?
save your money and then find out. Save your money, okay?
Hot Wheels cars are currently on special in Sainsbury's for £1.38. So
There we
week
go.
and a half mashed. You got one, babes.
Anyway, we done it and they done a great job.
Slave labour.
They actually fucking loved it. And they were like the most well-behaved, gorgeous. Like, they had such a laugh together. They were bonding. I was bonding with them. We had such a good cycle going. So every time they're home,
so good with responsibilities.
they love it.
They thrive on it. They thrive. They do. I know. They're
really
so busy
do.
babying them, and like they're ready to grow up. Like Freddie's always like, "Mummy, can I do my own toast?" I'm like, "No, but do your own fucking toast. Why am I
Absolutely.
Why am I standing up again?"
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we're there. They've done a great job and I'm really proud of them. And yeah, it's just been a really good, productive, positive week. So I'm feeling good. But there was obviously one situation that was sitting in my heart that didn't make me feel so good. And we had to have a chat about it. And I'm so glad we had a call yesterday and we didn't leave it today because we were. I mean, how do we kick this off?
I don't know. I mean, as we have said so many times, we are so similar, but we also are wildly opposite people.
Yeah.
And in all areas of our friendship, we have boundaries and we learn them as we go and we put them in place. But we do know that about ourselves. I've done business and friends before and it always ends badly. And you are my sister. It's not, you're not even a friend, like you are family.
Yeah.
And there is nothing there's nothing in this world that would ever be worth losing your friendship. So why the fuck did we decide to start a podcast, which is a business venture, together without setting very clear, structured boundaries in place? Because we work very differently. And although our communication skills are good, I think sometimes they get misconstrued between I don't know how to do something and I can't be fucking bothered to do something. And
100%. And I think it's so important to be very clear that you and I are such big, strong characters that will say it as it is.
That from us.
We say it as it is. We have to just be raw with it. And if that means, you know, pushing some boundaries and some limits, it has to come out authentically and how it needs to for it to land for that person. But obviously being the receiving end of that communication when that is not your style.
We were both feeling the same. And we were both feeling frustrated about different things. And we were both, it wasn't even about different things, it's about the same things. And we'll just go into it. Like obviously we touched on it last week that Monique didn't wake up for the podcast, and the following day she was meant to do her part of the editing and didn't because she went out on a second night in a row. And like, I love that you get to live your life, and maybe I'm a little bit fucking resentful that I don't get to live mine, and you get to do all this fun shit all the time and I don't get to do any of it all the fucking anytime. And so and I guess like there's been so many times when me and you have been like dead hungover and we still get shit done. But I'm starting to wonder whether we get shit done because I force you to do shit you don't want to do and you just roll with the punches. And once your day starts, you're okay. Because maybe when you're left to your own devices, and maybe if I didn't have anything to, I don't know. Again, we're very different people. Anyway, Monique didn't do what she was meant to do. And I just sat on it.
Pause. I didn't do it in the time frame when you wanted me to do it. I was going to, but this is where we had the conflict. You had an invisible expectation of me that I had a completely different expectation. So in my head, I'm chilling, I'm good. There's no urgency. If I get it done by midnight, happy fucking days. And I would have left it. And
who would have
yeah,
scheduled it?
but I could have. But I could have.
On
So
YouTube
in my
and
head,
Spotify?
I've got the login. So yes, I could have. In
Would
my
you
head,
have?
I'm like, yes. In my head, I'm like, okay, I've got time. There's no urgency. We're all good. And I update you, and you're like, no, just leave it. I'm doing it. I'm already doing it. And it's like,
Okay.
okay,
So
okay
she
then.
didn't update me. I messaged her at like 9 p.m. on Monday, bearing in mind we did the recording early morning on Sunday, and I said, oh, and I'd already edited the whole thing for you. It was just cleaning up. It was like a
Yeah,
15-minute job. And I said,
yeah.
have you done it? And you're like, fuck no, I've had the kids all day. Me too. I'll do it now. And I was like, I'm already on the laptop. I'm just going to do it now. Don't worry, I'll do it. Because I needed to get it uploaded because I scheduled it on YouTube and on Spotify. And I went to go to bed because it'd been a very fucking long weekend. And yeah, like we're going to keep this in. We're not cutting it out. Like this is all part of the context. Like we don't need to do cuts. Like we've had the conversation. We're not hiding anything from anybody or anyone
No,
or ourselves.
no.
But it got very heated, and we do work in very different ways, and we both have different creative outlets. And
So that
the
was a
call,
part. That was a part of the discussion yesterday that I didn't even know was an issue. I didn't even know it was an issue. You said you were doing it. You didn't come at me with any frost. So I was like, all right, then cool. I'm going to bed. My issue was the editing part of it and clipping it and understanding like CapCut and stuff. And I don't know that shit. Like, I am a creator on practical shit. And we know this. And you have done this a long time and are way more comfortable at it than I am. And 7 weeks ago, you showed me how to edit it. 7 weeks ago. 7 weeks had passed. And then it was my turn. And you asked, you're like, right, you do the clips. So I'm like, okay, fuck, let's do this. So I spent hours doing my best not to come to you because I didn't want to let you down. I didn't want to admit defeat. I just wanted to do these really simple fucking clips to upload them on social media, which looked so simple, but the reality of it was not simple for me and my lovely mind. So, coming at you with these questions, we've got a friendship that if I message you, you do not have to message me back. But for some reason, you was on a roll to give me your full
podcast day,
attention.
I didn't want you to be stressing.
And you were like, right, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. But you're coming at me with your short, snappy, la, la, la. And I'm like,
Aggressive.
yeah, I'm like, okay,
This
I
was
feel
also the day
frost.
that Freddie fell over, hit his head twice.
Yeah,
For context.
which I wasn't aware of. You
For
told me you were
context.
out. You didn't have to reply. Anyway, you did, and I love you for it, and I managed to do it. Thank you very much. However, the responses I got with you, I didn't like at all. So then a couple of days after, I sent you something else, and you gave me another reaction. And I'm like, nah, 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 nah. This is where we fucking stop.
But that reaction was how you were reading it. That wasn't actually the reaction. And this is why you hate WhatsApp messages, because
I can't do
you were
messages.
already feeling
Yeah.
like this is like a thing that I talk about to my members a lot. You were already so in your head. And yeah, I was feeling frost, but not enough that I could be bothered to fight about it. But so when you sent me that thing, I was like, fuck's sake. Like, not at you, but they keep fucking changing the time and they give you like 10 hours notice. And I was like, fuck's sake. But obviously you read it like, she's fucking at me again. Is there anything I can fucking do right for this woman? Fuck's sake. I can't control this. And I was just going, fuck's sake, they're dicks. But you misread it. Anywho, you can kind of see where this is going to go. So we had a little phone call and it started off really nicely.
We started off talking about everything else but this. And it's like, I can't even focus and give my heart into this beginning chat. Let's get into it.
And boy, we did.
Had a bust up like that for so many years and we fucking went for it.
I think years and years and years.
Yeah.
Like pre-kids.
Oh my God. Like when I say we were not listening to each other, I mean that. We were just trying so hard to get our point of views together. And I didn't even know Georgie already was feeling a certain way about me not doing my part, which obviously sounds so obvious, but you said you were doing it. So, okay. I guess you didn't want to fully take ownership in that moment of why I felt the way that I did so strongly. So we just both tried. I mean, how long was the call? 30 minutes?
38 minutes, yeah.
38 minutes.
And I think 28 of those were just screaming.
Yeah, talking
Not even
over
screaming.
each other.
It was just, yeah. It was obviously we talk over each other a lot because we get very excited. This was not that.
But no, we got quite passionate and no, we got fucking sassy. And even at a point, you were just like talking. I'm like, oh, she's talking.
I didn't even hit that. I just sat on the sofa, like rolling my eyes, like, fuck sake. And so then you were like, right, well, I've got a dance class now, so I'm gonna have to go. So bye. You're like, well, that's it then. And I was like, okay, bye. And then I was like, oh, I fucking hate how that's been left. I hate how it's been left. I was like, right, I just need to like take a minute. So I changed my environment, went for a little walk around the house, had a drink, sat down, and I was like, right, I need to say sorry for how it ended. I need to tell you that I'm sorry for how I made you feel. And one of the fucking worst things someone can say to you when you're feeling upset is, I'm sorry for how that made you feel, rather than how I made you feel, because
100%.
I made you feel like that. My behaviors made you feel like that. You were also making me feel a certain way, but we just hadn't, it'd been building up over a few weeks. We also have gone from face to face to virtual, and we are face to face people, and I haven't actually seen you since we did it. And then like we've both been busy, and it like that happens in relationships all the time. And so you did do the right decision, like the right thing, by saying we need to talk about this, because clearly we had to get it off our chests. It all kicked off. I left you a little voice note, and then I just had to wait.
Little. It was 5 minutes.
That's little for me, and for you.
It is, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're podcasters at heart. We were podcasters before we even started podcasting. And so yeah, it got very fucking heated very quick, but I sent you a voice note, and we both agreed that we're both fucking silly turds, and that there is nothing that is worth us losing our friendship over. And we were like, we'll continue with this. We're going to now set really clear fucking boundaries in place, because now there is an expectation, and now there are boundaries. And as we've said before on another one of our podcasts, you can't expect someone to do something if you haven't set a clear expectation. And like, we could say something in the heat of the moment, but I forget what I say all the time. You forget what you say all the time. And so we're going to have a really clear plan so that we continue to do this, because we love doing this. We love each other. This is just going to make it easier, because then we have a boundary, an expectation, and a standard.
A process, basically.
A process.
That we should have done follow
8 weeks ago.
But until
we live and learn
something, you don't know what the process is and the boundaries are. And we went head in with our feisty fierceness. We went for it. We got it off our chest. And the back and forth voice notes afterwards, fart, obviously we're still quite passionate at this point. So we're like getting tongue twisters and getting a bit
we're then love bombing each other as well.
Like the love bombing afterwards, it felt so good resolving conflict and being so like, quickly. Do you know what? I was wrong. This is what I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm lovely. I love you.
I'm lovely. I'm so lovely.
Why am I like this? And vice versa. Okay, I know what I've done. Being accountable. I love you. And just reconnecting. And honestly, we just leveled up in our friendship. And I was like, fuck, I just want to send you hearts all day and tell you that I love you all day. And I even created us a little task thingy on Canva, because I'm like so invested at this point.
Because that's a me thing.
Exactly. And I knew you'd love it. So I was like, I'm going to do something special for her, and I'm going to spend some time doing this. And then I sent it, and I didn't know how to send it.
So she has done it, supposedly. We'll just never know. But no, I guess like the point, we're like, after we were love bombing each other, we're like, well, at least we can talk about this tomorrow, because actually this is a really important, like, it doesn't matter how good friends you are with somebody, you can get in your head really quickly if you're not communicating clearly. And I think that even if we had communicated that leading up to it, I think sometimes you do just need a blowout. It doesn't matter who you can be the best communicator in the world, but I think sometimes you can communicate something, but especially when you're a big energy person like we are expressionate. And I think sometimes you can go, I didn't like how you said that to me. And you'll be like, okay, would you like to talk about it? And I'm like, well, actually, no, I'd like to shout about it. I just kind of I need to fucking burn off some of this energy that I'm like pent up energy inside. It's just great that we have a safe space that we can do it with each other. And
Yes.
it's okay after we've taken accountability and loved each other again. But yeah,
Big
it's
summer blowout.
I'm not going to do it.
I actually had a dream about us last night and this
You haven't
argument.
told me this yet.
So I don't know why it was you, but in me form. So it was me looking out and it was me as you. And it was like a mirror, but it was your voice, your body, but you had my hair and my face. And we done exactly as the conversation on the phone, but face to face. And then I remember you like fell to the floor and was like rolling around, having a tantrum.
I don't roll, I stamp.
And then I got to the floor with you and we both just screamed and stomped our feet and smacked our hands. We were like, woof, that's better. And then we just got up and got over it.
Which is pretty much what happened.
Exactly. Just virtually.
Just virtually. And like there is so much power in being able to be accountable. Like,
Yeah.
and like we've been in sales our entire lives. So it's always like hold a mirror up. You are only accountable to the person in front of you. But when you are accountable to somebody else, if you can't be accountable to yourself first and see what you've done wrong, and you can't always see it in the moment. And like we were both so in the moment that we couldn't see it. And I know we could see it, we just didn't want to. We didn't accept their version of events because we felt so passionately about our own. But we move forward.
We do. I think this is actually a really good point to add in on, just to wrap up our, big summer blowout.
Big summer blowout.
Big summer blowout. When you are arguing with someone, having the ability to just regulate yourself, not take it personally, and really listen to what they're saying, give them space to talk, and then respond with, I hear you. And then respond with whatever you need to, with you taking that accountability. And then, although you might have a whole nother subject to bring up, just focus on that person first. They have had the courage to come to you, speak their truth and their feelings, acknowledge it, love it, be accountable for it. Then move on to your perspective of the situation. So then they know the tone, they know the expectation of, oh fuck, you've just shown me some love and respect there. I'm going to do the same thing. And emotions get in the way. Emotions get hot.
What she's saying here is it's my fault.
I mean, I did start the conversation, so I did. Yeah, basically, it's all your
You
fault.
also finished it.
I did. I'm good at that. But yeah, if you are able, because 9 out of 10 times, that's exactly how we are able to communicate. But obviously, emotions get the better of us. And that's okay. We're human, we're normal. And it's great that we are able to overcome it at the speed that we did. This is also the
first time we have ever ventured into something new. This is a new part of our friendship that is new territory for both of us. Whereas like, I feel like there's so many other parts like motherhood, no motherhood, drinking, like how to communicate outside of that. I think we're really good at that now because we do have a really good understanding of each other. But then when we're in a self-employed business world, plus doing this on top of it, I think that's where it just got so stressful for both of us because we do speak different languages when it comes to business and work. Annoyingly, there's so much fucking admin with a podcast. Who knew?
Who knew? And this is not my strength.
But no, I love you. I'm grateful that we did that because I feel so much clearer for it today. And any of those thoughts that I was having before have all gone. They've all just dissipated, which is great.
They've literally dissolved into thin air. I feel wholehearted again. My soul feels full. I feel so connected with you. I love you. And I'm ready to take this shit to the next level.
Great. So let's take it to the next level. We thought we'd introduce you to the sauna stories Series. Wow, that is a fucking tongue twister.
I know.
Sauna stories series.
Are you okay?
So, anywho, would you like to take away? Because I obviously don't go to saunas because I hate them, but happy to revel in your experiences. So, hit us with
Absolutely.
episode 1 of Sauna Stories.
Okay, just to give a bit of back dialogue on this, as you've already heard on the previous podcast, I had a bougie moment in life. Okay, I was a David Lloyd member. I spent
Whoop,
a
whoop.
lot every month on my membership, and when I say I took advantage of it, bitch, I lived there. I literally lived there. I was in that sauna, steam room, jacuzzi. I was rarely in the gym. In that experience, I just opened up a space for so many people. I'm a talker. If we're there alone, if we're there in a group, if we are just, someone's talking or it's just fucking silent, I'm starting a conversation. I want to know your life story. So today, I would like to talk to you about a particular man that took a particular interest in me straight away. We got chatting, normal chit chat. We went into the sauna. We're chit chatting, just daily life. I'm single, he's single. Anyway, we then parted our ways and got in the hot tub. He came back out with his phone. He's like, "Can I have your Instagram?" I was like, "Okay." We then messaged to go for a coffee, like a coffee date. In this coffee date, he spilt the tea. When I say I didn't speak the whole fucking hour we were there, and I had 2 coffees. I was like shaking just from the caffeine. And he blurted how he is a sex addict. How
Was
he's
that
only.
guy?
It was this guy. So he's divorced. He told me how awful his ex-wife was, how she was an alcoholic,
Red
all
flag.
of the awful things she had done, and then followed it up with, "Yeah, but I cheated on her multiple times. After separating, I have been diagnosed with being an actual sex addict." I'm thinking, mate, you've labeled this as a date and you are
This is a
literally.
therapy session. I'm going to bill you.
I wanted to, seriously. And he did say, "You told me you were a coach." Oh, this is cool. No, mate. Like, I charge for my coaching, okay? This is not okay.
This is
And this is
coffee.
therapy. Yeah, this is therapy. You know nothing about me. Anyway, I had to wrap this up. But as we were wrapping it up, he told me how he's just been allowed back into David Lloyd because he got caught in the steam room fucking another gal. And he got banned.
Were there other people
Wow.
in the steam room?
I don't know the detail in and
Okay.
out. So I don't know. But this leads to my question. Like, I'm bringing it up to you guys. Would you ever have sex in a steam room or sauna? I think steam room, you can get away with it a bit more because it's so fucking steamy. But would you ever do that?
I mean, clearly, if it was a sauna or steam room, no, because I hate them.
Yeah.
But if I was at a spa and it was quiet and like I get so relaxed at a spa. I love the spa. And I think if I was there with my husband, obviously, and I was in the fields, I was feeling really good, then yeah, I might ride the pony.
Ride the pony.
Yeah, I might
Love
hop on
that.
board.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'd have to be quick because
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a danger moment. It's like teenage boys that are having a wank and they call their mum to see if they can finish before the mum comes up.
I think yeah, like if I'm like when I'm on holiday, I'd happily have a shag on a sun lounger. Would
So, but
I
you're not on holiday. You are in the spa where you
let's say I'm in
have a membership.
Nirvana? Probably
Yeah.
not.
Okay. So,
It would be
I
fun
mean,
though.
it would be fun. And do you remember when we went to the Lake District for my birthday last year and we went to the spa and I was in and out of the steam room and sauna whilst you were in the hot tub and there was that couple and they were basically fucking in the sauna and the steam room whilst I was there giving them fucking eye contact. Like he
At
literally had
Longley.
his. No, not Longley. This last year, Lake District.
Oh yeah, we went into that hot tub after I lost my toenails.
Yes.
Yes.
back in the room.
Oh God.
He literally had his fist up her fanny and she was just riding his lap. And I'm like, I'm really analysing this. Like, I have no shame. I
Gonna
had
make you
obviously
wet.
a little bit turned on. I kind of was hoping they were going to ask me if I wanted to join in. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking about it, of just like making myself available, but they fucking didn't. They left. I was like,
So
dickheads.
rude.
And then they went in the hot tub and with you, and I could see them, and she was just sat on his lap. I'm like, there's no waves happening, but I think he's inside her right now. Yeah. Maybe I was just really fucking horny.
I have had a shag in a pool on holiday before.
Love that.
With Dale, obviously, because
Obviously.
we've been together for so many years.
Fair.
And my mum and dad were in the pool at the same time.
You kinky bitch! Oh my god!
You know what it was? I was reading the 50 Shades of Grey. It's like 50 Shades of Grey had just come out. This would have been 2012. And my mum had taken us all to Egypt. So we'd all gone on this holiday. Scarlett, my brother, my sister-in-law, Dale. And yeah, we're in this, it has like 10 pools. But this one pool was outside like our room and it had a coffee machine. And so my dad and my mum were one end and my mum was going through chemo. So she had like a full scarf on. And Dale and I were at the other end. And yeah, like he was saying that I was having some vivid dreams after reading 50 Shades of Grey and like screaming out for him to perform actions on me. And so like I spent the whole holiday like dripping. And obviously at this point I was like 20, I was 20, 21. So yeah, like she was already a very excited lemon. And so yeah, we just got into the corner in the pool and just jumped on. So they're at the other side of the pool.
Shit.
But yeah, we fucked with my mum and dad on the same pool.
I love this. Oh my god. Did they
I mean,
know?
they're both dead
Could
now.
they sense?
No. I mean, they probably did, but they're dead. What they're going to do about it? Smite me, mighty smiter.
Imagine if there's like a struck of lightning now.
So I would not shag in a sauna or a steam room. Would you?
I would. So I've had quite a few intense moments in the steam room. In the sauna, there's been some touches, but it's too fucking hot. Get off of me. But in the steam room, yes, it's really fucking hot. But where you are just blinded by steam, that it does something to me and it does really fucking turn me on. Even like if I'm with someone, like I remember a particular woman that I was with and we were in there together and we got very handsy and touchy-feely and kissy-kissy. And I was like, holy fuck, like this is wet dream material.
What dreams are made of, yeah.
This was just everything that
But
I
it
wanted
feels like
and needed.
like a music video or like a porno, like
yeah,
the typical like hands going down the glass in the steam, or like Jack, like whole Titanic, which actually had its anniversary yesterday, so that feels appropriate. Yeah.
random.
I know.
So yeah, I had a really good time with her in there. And there's even been some moments where I can hear there's another person in the steam room with me, but I can't see them. And I'm just thinking, you know, my mind's then running wild, like, are you over there having a wank? Like, what are you doing? And I can hear some movement.
A dirty fucking hoe.
And then they get up and it's an old fucking man with saggy balls.
He's definitely fucking just tugged one out.
You didn't even know I was there.
He's tugging one out for fun. Tell us in the comments, would you?
Yeah, would you? Would you have a wank? Would you wank someone off? Or would you sit on their dick or suck the lemon? What would you do?
Or how far would you go in a public place?
I've had quite a lot of public sex. I actually get a thrill out of it.
Yeah, you are that person.
Yeah.
Like she's the girl that goes hiking to get some space and to be amongst nature. Yeah. What she doesn't actually specify is the nature is her bush and someone's ploughing into it. That's her kind of, she's like, I just met a guy. I'm like, how the fuck do you meet somebody 1,000 meters up in the fucking sky? Like, and like, you're not wearing a bikini or sexy clothes when you're hiking. You're like, come to the spring with me. Right, we have got to wrap this up. But before we go, an update. Man friend, how are we doing?
Oh, he's doing great. It's actually his birthday on Monday, his 30th. And he's got no plans. So he messaged me and he was like, Mons, what's your plans on the weekend? Mons. what's your plans on the weekend? It's my 30th. I want to do something with you. And I was like, oh, fuck. I'm away for my cousin's 40th girls' weekend. So I was like, I'm so sorry. I can't do anything this weekend. I was like, but get yourself in the car, get yourself to Snowdonia. I'll send you a list of all of the main attractions to go and see, and go and have the best birthday solo on your own. You will come back with a new awakening, I promise you. And I think that's what he's going to go and do.
Are you going to see him on Monday?
I want to, but I'm going to have the kids after school. So I might have to wait until next Wednesday, and hopefully it'll be a starry night and I can go get him a little hot chocolate, bring him up to my little sunset spot, and we can have a good old catch up and celebration there.
And still it's completely platonic from both sides?
Completely.
Your minge isn't getting moist at any point?
Nope, we're having no.
Oh,
we're having
God.
no. Oh, what's the? Hang on, don't tell me. We're having no throbs. The clit is not
throbs.
throbbing.
No throbs,
It's purely no. Oh my God, I love that. But my heart is fluttering as if he is a genuine friend. So
well, like it was yesterday. Like after we were love bombing each other, like you feel so complete and connected with somebody. Oh my God, amazing. Well, thank you for coming into our life, Spring. Thank you for joining episode 8. Obviously, it's been a bit of a different kind of setup today, but I think we're going to continue with sauna stories. And obviously today, the lesson was from us. Lived experience. What more could you possibly ask for?
It's okay to fight with your friends. It's healthy. Go and fucking have that bust up and then love bomb the fuck out of each other. Have fun.
It's okay. Like, subscribe, follow, and we will see you next week for episode 9.
Episode 9. Let's go. Thank you.